Hey Sarah, I'm back. So, just got back from work again and checked our blog. Saw that you uploaded several videos, which makes me really happy. I watched the first two. I'm holding off on the second two until I get back to my computer. Because, I don't know, it's going to sound really lame, but I'm sure you understand. Seeing you made me really excited and I wanted to talk to you. Obviously, talking at a computer screen is not exactly productive. So I decided to stop, make a video of my own, and start the upload process while I watch your last two videos. First and foremost, definitely not the most important thing in this blog, but it's on my mind. So my phone. I hate this thing. Completely, utterly hate this thing. So today, I may have ranted to you about this in the past. It doesn't charge right. Sometimes it'll tell me it's dying, and it's to the point where you need to plug it into a charger. It's going to power off. So I plug it into a charger for several hours while I'm sleeping. Come to find out in the morning when I unplug the charger, it is still at that level of battery power that it's going to power off. Which means that plugging it in just kept it alive at the exact same level of battery. It did not charge it at all, which is very frustrating, especially since my charging port is broken, so you have to like finagle it to make it actually charge once the charger's in there. Pretty much a very high-class piece of technology right here. So today, my phone starts to die after only 4 hours of using it on a full battery, because I finally got to charge last night. And go to plug it into my car charger, right? That should fix the problem. So, having a little bit of trouble getting it charged, but we finally got it resolved. I head into work. I put out my car charger and I figure I have 2 hours to my next break. I'll just leave it on the car charger for 2 hours. We'll be good to go. I even double checked to make sure it was finagled properly and placed just right so it was connected and charging. Covered up with shirt to keep people from robbing me for my awesome phone. Yeah, so, because I'd be so upset if someone stole it. So, cover it up with shirt, made sure it was still charging, very careful, come back in 2 hours, thing is powered off. My phone also likes to do this really cute thing when it powers off. When you restart it up, it likes to pick random text messages that I've sent in the past and resend them. So people might get some really interesting things that would have made sense in the context of the original conversation, but taken out of that context and thrown at them 3 weeks later. No idea what I mean. So this poor kid messages me on my break to say something random like, hey, how's your day? Tell me how his was. All of a sudden my phone starts bombarding him with, wow, that's lame. I'm hoping that that was in reference to like he was having a bad day or he was ranting about something and I was, supportive. So this poor kid thinks that I just, dissed his life. And it also has changed all of my notification tones. So my awkward texting tone, which I've now reset on this thing 3 different times tonight, in a cycle of about 4 different power cycles, I've officially given up. If you go into my settings, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. That's awkward. Okay. In my settings, under sound, if you click on notifications, I clearly have awkward selected. Green dot means it's selected. I'll even hit apply just to prove my point. It's been applied. Hopefully someone will send me a text message in the course of this video because that has now been applied and yet I'm getting some weird, random, goofy, like, I'm going to text someone so that way you can hear my texting tone. Yeah, and hopefully they'll respond. If they don't, then I'm going to be very upset. It's turning me up a wall. It's turning me up a wall. I cannot get this to not do this texting tone. I've tried multiple different combinations. I've gone into it every which way that I know how. Not that I'm a total whiz at this, but it's there. It's applied. I've proven it. And it's still not working. So I'm a little frustrated. And by little, I mean massive amounts of frustrated. The issue Not the issue that you're thinking of, although I'm hoping that'll be resolved. I'm kind of, don't judge me, but I think I'm going to take the approach of letting it fizzle out. And just sort of, you know, just sort of letting it fizzle out. I will, and I had an epiphany about the issue that you think is an issue, the potential compromise to make things work out. I've had an epiphany. I know you haven't finished watching 50 Shades of Grey.
Let's slip the hogs of war.
What is that? That is my texting tone now. That apparently was left over on this phone from the last person who had this phone, who's apparently a weirdo. So, yeah, there's that. So back to my last rant. All over the place tonight because I'm extremely tired and I still have homework to do before I go to bed. And I officially have to be awake in 5 hours for class. So, kind of all over the place. So, 50 Shades of Grey. I know you haven't read the books. I started reading, I finished the first one, started reading the second one, kind of lame. I didn't want to knock them till I read them. Read them, kind of, I don't know how I feel about them. Anyway, epiphany. This situation, he's that thing. I have 3 examples of why he is similar. And it kind of scares me a little bit. So that being said, I'll fill you in on the details as to that epiphany. Word of advice though, any creeper guys watching our blog right now, girls say they want that. Those are probably the girls you should run from, or if you really are like that, embrace it. Grab those girls and whatever. But if you're not normally like that, please don't change to that, because there are some of us out there who really don't like that. So anyway, the potential issue that's no longer an issue was the weird guy at work that I thought was trying to sort of make a move. Luckily, that's no longer an issue. At least not in the way that I thought it was. Now it's just kind of gotten weird. I made it a little bit weirder today, but that's beside the point. So it might still be an issue, potentially. The gum guy made an appearance again tonight. So again, kept coming up to my desk and approaching me from across the room, where he was supposed to be working. Kept approaching my desk, and it got to the point where Mom, who was sitting next to me, not my real mom, my work mom, because she's cool and brings me candy, was sitting next to me, and she's like, wow, I would be so annoyed. And I was like, I am. And to make things even weirder, he approached me after work, asked again if I was okay, and then was like, I noticed you changed desks tonight. Yeah, my computer crashed. It happens. Every single day there's at least 2 or 3 people who have to switch computers because their computers decided to stop working. So I did switch computers, but he was all like, are you okay? Like, what do you think happened? Like, someone next to me bit me or like stole my crayons or something? Like, no, I'm okay. Like, my computer crashed. He was really weird. And then I walked out to my car and gave another girl a ride home, and he was like still lurking outside. It was really creepy. I don't know if he was waiting for me, but he walked out a good 5, maybe 10 minutes before we walked out. So he had plenty of time to get to his car and leave. And he's not a smoker. So it's not like he hung out outside at the smoker's corner. So kind of a little creepy. Trying to think. I had so much to say when I was watching your videos, and now I'm blanking. Smoke trick. I will attempt before the night is through, because I know, in order to get me through my homework, I'm going to have to promise myself a cigarette break at some point. So, I will attempt to get the lighting right in my van to do a smoke trick. No guarantees though, because it is night and I don't know how the lighting's gonna be. So I will attempt. So if not tonight, then definitely this weekend at some point when I have more time, because tomorrow's my early day for classes and also my long classes. So then I work again till midnight, and Friday I'm doing classes, overtime, work, and then a work outing since it's our last night on the shift. So if not tonight, definitely this weekend I will find time to do a smoke trick, or attempt to do a smoke trick. Gosh, I don't know. You're right, it is so weird talking to a camera instead of you. Miss you a lot, like all day. Little things come up and I'm like, oh, Sarah. Damn it, she's not here. Cigarette breaks are just not the same without you. Yeah, so I really do miss you a lot, and tonight's one of those nights that I could really, really use my best friend. Just a lot going on right now, a lot on my mind, but moments like this, I'm very thankful that we do have a video blog set up so I can see your face and hear you talk, and all that fun jazz. I think I know what I'm doing for Michelle for her birthday, but I will private message you just in case she's found our blog. So there's that. I'll also send you links because it's kind of like, I don't know, you'll have to see YouTube videos in order to understand this present. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to get her this present, and I'm going to customize it. I'm going to paint it and make it all spiffy. So it's going to be very time consuming. I don't know why I choose projects, but I prefer homemade gifts, and this one I can't completely make homemade because I'm not as gifted as some people, but I will be customizing it. So that should be fun, and I also want a little bit of advice on what to incorporate in there. I have no idea how long this video is. I really don't. I'm all over the place tonight. So I'm guessing I'm going to stop, ponder, think about anything else vital that I need to tell you, and then I feel like there was something. I think that about covers it. If I think of what else it was, or if there was anything else, I will most certainly make another video and upload that as well. But I guess I will conclude this, since this video is probably getting awfully long, and I would like it to upload before I leave in 5 hours, so that I can post it tomorrow morning for you to wake up to. But anyway, I love you immensely, and I love seeing your face when I get home from work on our vlog. So, I love you, have a good night, and sweet dreams, hun.